STEM is a real buzzword at the moment, and trying to understand what STEM is all about is really difficult. But if you can inspire students, you can take on anything and you don't have to be the expert.
She's literally changing their whole life. One of my children, if he ends up being a robot engineer working at NASA, it'll be because of Marie Timms.
She went down to see an expo that was down in Ballarat that was on STEM. She came across Vex Robotics and it just excited her so much.
I received an email out of the blue from a person I'd never met before. So from that I just rang contacts I've got at Charles Sturt Uni, Go TAFE, Rural City Council, formed a group with Marie obviously in it. And she talked about her dreams and what she wanted to do.
It was absolutely vital to get the parents on board, and we started a parental network group where the parents would come in and we'd get guest speakers to come in and speak to them.
One of the most exciting projects that I've ever been involved with.
I was lucky. I jumped onto Vex just after Marie had done a lot of the hard work and got it all going. She's put in countless hours inside and outside of school, running holiday programs, extra robotic classes over weekends, holidays.
This is something that only, city kids get the opportunity to do. And Marie, it's her baby. So she sort of, I guess, has planted the seeds within our kids to say that even though we're a little country school, we can be the very best.
It started as a very small project, which then developed into a local event that took place, which then led to Galen and Wangaratta hosting the national championships for Vex.
We competed and Hillcrest College were the favourites, and all these Melbourne teams come up to Wangaratta, and there was New South Wales from Canberra and everyone, and here's little Galen going absolutely amazing, and we won.
She tweets, and the Chief Scientist of Victoria just happens to pick up on the tweets. So then the whole program's in touch with the Chief Scientist of Victoria. There's always going to be a team that makes things happen, but there has to be that person that's leading the team. But she doesn't lead from the front. She leads from the side.
When we're being told about STEM as a science and maths teachers, you're not quite sure how to go about it. I saw a tweet about this Vex Robotics, and when I saw this and I saw what this student was saying, I just thought, this is STEM. I went to a Year 8 student who I knew loved this sort of stuff, tapped him on the shoulder, showed him the video and said, would you like me to investigate this further? And he said yes, and I emphasised that I don't know anything about robotics, I don't know anything about program and coding, and he said, don't worry, we can teach ourselves.
It's just triggered a snowball of activity in terms of school aspiration. We now have a whole community, a whole regional community that knows what robotics are and that knows what robotics can do. So we ran a teacher PD last term, and we had high school kids using the equipment that Charles Sturt Uni and DTAC had bought, teaching the teachers how to use the equipment so they could go back to their high schools and primary schools to use the equipment there. The initial Science Expo saw 400 high school students and 280 community members come through, which is staggering. That would be good in a metropolitan area, and in a regional area it's staggering. From that, Vex Robotics, the international company, heard about the area and approached us saying we'd like to bring the national championships out of a metropolitan area into the regions. Can you do that? So we said, yep, sure.
Ms Timms introduced Vex into our school quite a few years ago now. And when I heard about this, I thought I'd put my name down, and I instantly felt comfortable being in, a male-dominated area and being the only girl. Ms Timms really showed me the importance of women in these types of fields. And through our success and her guidance, we've been able to go overseas twice now and compete internationally.
That's one of our passions, to enhance the girls in science, girls in STEM in particular. And each year in the Vex Robotics, you can see more and more girls.
Females are putting themselves out there, and I think it's just being a good role model can really be an inspiration for so many people.
I've had to step out of my comfort zone quite a few times, and that isn't easy. But VEX and with the guidance of teachers, there's a real ability to flesh out yourself as a human and becoming a member of society in a meaningful way.
One of our students and mentors asked me, is the Nationals doing a girl-powered event? So I said, I don't know. Let's ask Nicole. Nicole is the VEX Australia person, so we sent her an email and she said, can I have a phone call with you and Maddie? And Nicole was saying how when they were trying to get sponsorship, they spoke about the possibility of doing a girl-powered event. That was the crunch of getting that sponsorship. So Ford Australia created a girl power event because Maddie threw that seed out there.
I was the only girl on my team, so a lot of people might feel pressured by that, but it was fantastic. And through Miss Tim's sort of mentoring me and showing me that, you know, it's okay to be the only girl in a male-dominated area, it's really helped me grow as a person.
If you can gather a really good team around you and that they see that, yeah, I can do this. If Miss Timms can do it and she doesn't really know what she's doing, then maybe I can.
Marie knows how to network, knows how to keep in contact with people.
She goes out of her way as a teacher and just as a normal person to improve learning for all students, make everyone feel welcome.
She's caring, and she not only cares for her students and their parents and her colleagues, but she cares what the students are learning.
I've sort of been able to really expand my social networking skills and all the other life skills that school might not necessarily provide.
Marie's got a great capacity to engage her kids fully in their learning. She does the same thing with their parents as well. Also has a great capacity to see the big picture, develop a big vision, but knows how to start small and take those little steps to be able to put that vision into reality.
She doesn't talk down to anyone. Everyone's equal and everyone's treated the exact same way, whether you're the smartest in the class or maybe not as smart as that person. Everyone's treated equally, and you can start from absolutely anywhere and you can take it right to the top with Miss Timms.
I think her greatest strength is that she's not confined by how things have always been done.
The school, the students, your colleagues and yourself must feel very, very proud of what I think is going to be one of the bigger programs, and one day we'll see it in the curriculum.
Congratulations, you really need to celebrate this one. It's been a long time coming.
You're wonderful, you're caring, you're a wonderful teacher, friend, mentor.
I myself am learning more and more by the day thanks to you.
You are a true innovator who is able to lead students into new areas. You're able to break down stereotypes and you're able to lead them into a place which is new and exciting and enables them to reach their potential.
You bring me moments when the hairs just stand up on the back of my neck. I was at a presentation at an AGM yesterday where one of the kids involved was standing there giving a presentation about his take on the educational system. And to see high school kids teaching primary school kids, and then primary school kids at times teaching their teachers, it's just amazing, and it wouldn't have happened without you.
I know that, you know, this isn't the easiest thing to do, especially teaching young kids, but I couldn't think of a more deserving person for this award, and all the hard work that you put in, I couldn't thank you enough.
No one has ever told me no, and I think it's because I have got so many supportive people, from the students I teach, the parents I've met, my colleagues, and all the people in the community that have backed me 100%. It's been a roller coaster ride, but the thing is this roller coaster ride hasn't gone down. It's just going up and up and up, and that's because of you guys. So thank you so much. People say that I inspire people, but you guys have inspired me, especially to the students. Thank you.